Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to my channel. Come on in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Yeah, I have a new deck here. I'm kind of excited to use. I've already called in everybody's angels and spirit team, so just know it. Show me what I need to see. Running. Escape, denial, and excuses. Something about that. Past to present. Is that you or them? Don't forget to flip-flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it, right? Family, blood ties, inner circle. Okay. Yeah. I feel like there's connections here that you could be running from. Maybe not everybody or of the family, or I'm not sure how that's going to pertain to you yet, but it's blood ties. So someone in the blood, maybe even extended family for some of you. Show me what I need to see. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Gemini. Card down, hold on. I knew that was going to happen. Consequences, bad choices, games, mixed signals. Somebody's running from the consequences of their own actions or not taking any responsibility or something like that. Things are, what's a game? Family? What's a game here? The inner circle? Really? Why? Why would somebody be playing the inner circle in your family? That's, especially when it is family. I don't know. Something feels off to me. Cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awaken. Oh, awaken. I like that because there's like another, from what I understand, I guess there's another, I don't know if it's like a surge or if it's like a, how can I say, another stage of people awakening still. Okay, so there's still another stage of them awakening to the truth. So cutting ties, some of you are awakening, or that's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Okay. All right, show me what I need to see. Consequences of it all. First one on the table. Stagnant. Stuck, dead end, frozen. Somebody feels like it's very stuck. I don't like that. Hi, everybody popping in and out. Today is your birthday. Minnie, is that, I'm sorry, my eyes are not good. I hope that's you. Yeah, I'll give you a card for your birthday. I'll give you a card. Hold on. Let me find a deck. Give me a card for Minnie here. Happy birthday to you. Three of Wands, yeah, I like it. This is my Alice in Wonderland and Oz deck. Yeah, looking ahead to the future. Sorry, I was just playing in the plants. Hi, everybody. Very strategically done. You've really, I feel like you've crossed your T's and dotted your I's, and now you're waiting on your harvest. You're looking ahead. I like it. This is a good card because your harvest is there. It's in the waiting. It's like in reach. All right, back to the reading. I can't do every single one, but I can do a couple maybe. Otherwise, I'll never get my reading done. But hi, everybody. You're 16. Happy birthday. God, we got a few birthdays in the house. All right. So anyway, we're going to get a little more of the vibe here before we get on with the reading. It's for my twins out there, my Geminis. Mental illness. Somebody dealing with narcissistic behaviors. That seems to be the most popular on the earth right now, on the entire planet. Somebody, or it could be some sort of something else, you know, however that word, blah, that card pertains to you. But they're in denial. So it tells me that, you know, it's probably narcissistic behavior, because narcissists technically will never take responsibility. They'll never own up. They don't even really like to apologize. And when they do, they're wearing a mask, you know, so it's really kind of a sad, I don't like the way this is starting out. Somebody has some sort of something. Maybe it's bipolars. I don't know if it's dementias or autisms. I don't know. We all have something. I don't care who we are. I got my PTSDs, CPTSDs actually, and a ton of other shit in my own life. So I'm not excluded from this whatsoever. I feel like everybody on this planet right now has some sort. Depression, anxiety, the list goes on and on. But whatever, you know, somebody's running from this. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit during the reading. Just don't force it. I hope everybody's having a good evening, a good morning or afternoon, depending on when you're watching me. Show me what I need to see for my twins. Ocean. Somebody live near the ocean or love the ocean? You're welcome, honey. It's deep, whatever it is. Somebody could be a water sign, possibly. Family, blood ties, inner circle, right over this. This is in your present. Show me more of the vibe, please, Spirit. Okay. Graduation. Nice. Somebody's leveling up. I don't know of a lot of graduations going on right now, but that's not to say they're not happening. But this could be some sort of leveling up. Some sort of congratulatory something. Consequences, though, here. So I'm not sure. I don't know how that is. Mixed signals. Yeah, I'm getting them. I'm getting it. It's funny. Hold on. 2 more so I can get the vibe, and then we can move on. Protection, cutting ties, asking for protection, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Yeah, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Somebody's afraid they don't have protection if they cut ties. Well, you're protected from your guides and angels and spirit team as long as you acknowledge them and ask them and you know, yeah. So prison, stagnant, stuck. Somebody's in prison, going to prison. Something about prison could be, you know, like mental prison, like you're stuck in your own thoughts, or they are. Mental illness on the other end of this, right? Mental illness, prison, you know, somebody. All right, this might get a little deep. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna use my fantastical tarot here. I love this deck. It's my Alice in Wonderland and Oz deck. So I'm gonna keep you guys on your toes with your trivia and your lore. Show me what I need to see. Who's running? Who's in denial? Who's making excuses? What about that? Ace of Cups. Yeah, you love this person more than likely. There's a love here. There's an unconditional love. Hold on. Or, you know, I'm kind of feeling like some of you may have come into some, I don't know if it was information or something, but maybe you recently came into something that that, like an idea, you love the idea that you can help someone through this mental illness or something, or whatever. I'm not sure yet, but 5 of Cups down with the ocean. The ocean was deep, right? We just went through that. Blood ties, inner circle, and family. It's always deep with family, right? Ain't that the damn truth? 5 of Cups down, however, I feel like people are drowning in their own mental illness. I don't like how this is starting out. But then I have graduation, somebody's leveling up. So if they came into the idea or something that you love that could help them through the mental illness, right? Maybe that's where the leveling up. Hold on. I need a lot more information, Spirit. I got questions. Page of Swords. Yeah, research information. Isn't that the truth? I love it when my guides are right on it. Page of Swords. Research, information, truth, justice. On the other hand, it is in fact, like, sometimes gossip or rumors, or I'm kind of, oh boy, I'm getting a lot here. I am, and I have this card, Consequences, right over it with bad choices, games, and mixed signals. Didn't I say from the beginning I was getting mixed signals? Am I making sense to anybody out there? I would hope so. It's the intention. Anywho, research and standing in the truth is what I feel over all of that, or whatever that comes down to. Somebody's denying their own truth too, I feel. Or denying the whole truth, the situation. Maybe it could be all of it. They could be denying their own gifts. They could be, maybe they're not sure. People are questioning. They're trying to research it and find out, which I always tell everybody to be discerning. So absolutely, a number one, first and foremost. Yeah. Even in my readings, I want you guys to question. Because, if it doesn't make sense, period, it's not for you. It's for someone else or whatever, That's what it's all about. Show me. I need a bunch of cards. They're just, Is that like something? Procrastination. Messenger reverse, protection. Somebody isn't getting the message. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. That's funny how that came out. Maybe we just don't want to communicate with this person. However, we need, or we're asking protection from them. Could go both ways. Somebody wants freedom. They're standing up and they're starting to awaken. And that's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework, of it all. Yeah, my hands are a little dirty. Sorry. Anyway, mental prison, mental health, mental illness. It's all, somebody maybe needs to get serious, like, help here. I don't know what this is all about. Oh my goodness. Queen of Wands is underneath it all, however. That mess. So that may be something significant. But look at this is Belina. Yeah, Belina the hen. There's some trivia on lore. Yeah, standing up, glowing up, bossing up, taking charge and action and managing things, maybe. That's what I get right now. And then there's prison right over it. Trying to help someone through this mental health issue. That could be a very big, yeah, it's probably, I need a bunch of cards, please. But I feel like it's a big thing for someone. Finally, Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Cups here is like my sweetheart card. I like it a lot. The intuitive one, the in touch one, the nurturing one. You care about this person. We have Ace of Cups right over it. You absolutely love it. Maybe this is your mom or a loving figure. Could, you know, male or female, I don't give a shit. But somebody's in denial here, right? Or maybe your mom or loving figure is trying to help you. Yeah. It's all about getting together and talking and some sort of like I said, didn't I say there might have been something like coming into a certain idea that was really or something something that really gave you a lot of hope and fulfillment, you know, maybe that could be probably maybe for some of you anyway, the celebratory energy. But somebody's very much drowning here, unfortunately. However that is. Doing your research right now, Page of Swords, I feel is very important and significant for somebody. But then I have cutting ties at the same time. So metamorphosis, change, yeah. There's actually 25 major arcanas in this deck, which is kind of cool. This one is number 24, and it's the Metamorphosis card, the blue butterfly. And it was actually reversed. They don't want to change, you know. They don't want to. They're running. They're trying to escape from it. They're in denial, or somebody is, right? They don't want to change. They don't want to morph into them beautiful selves. Something's stopping them. Some sort of something is, they don't want to, like, you can't change somebody's mind or something of the kind like that. There's consequences to everything. Maybe they're starting to make bad choices, or maybe you had, you know. The Lovers, yeah. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework is this union, you know. You are protected. It is over here. But I wonder, some of you are asking for protection if you cut these ties and stop, you know, talking and communicating with them with the messenger down, you know. Just know that you're protected. If you communicate or believe in your spirit team, then they're there, period, done. You know, I just dropped a card, hold on a minute. But you know, it's belief, done, right? Emperor, oh boy. Prison, yeah. Narcissist, is this narcissist in their own oh boy, this is the World of Oz now. I'm using this deck, Oz and Wonderland, you know, the grand illusion of it all, the big, high and mighty. Maybe it's just like power and control, but in front of me, he's looking right at the Lovers, and then metamorphosis down, you know. This emperor is trying, whoever, male or female, is trying to like maybe control a relationship or a person or somebody that you care about is trying to control you or something, and you're standing up for yourself, and you know, something like that. Somebody, you know, whatever this is going on here, the only good thing I see so far, unfortunately, I'm not trying to be hard, and I don't mean it that way, because there's a lot other stuff that's great, right? I'm just in this, you know. So I'm just thinking like, well, I'm okay, I just lost it, so maybe that was good. I don't know. I felt like I was rambling. Maybe these people are rambling, right? Three of Wands, you are looking ahead. You're waiting, this mental illness, this Queen of Cups, this drink me, Ace of Cups, right? Ace of Cups, drink me, right? Mental illness. There's a new beginning here, right? This is the sweetheart card, right? The intuitive one. Queen of Cups, nurturing. This could be a mom. Maybe it's just someone that's very loving and nurturing, however it pertains to you. All right, cool. So somebody's coming into some knowledge here. I like it. Oh boy. And then we have the devil. Yeah. Feel like it's straight out narcissist with this emperor here. Yeah. We got the devil card. Unfortunately, somebody's bound to this situation somehow. Could be through the family. It could be the mother figure, or however it works. You know, it's deep. The ocean is right over this, right? Family, blood ties, inner circle. I just heard somebody may want to go to the ocean, even in the winter. I don't know who that's for, but somebody out there, I just kind of heard that. That's kind of cool because I do too. I don't care if it's winter. You know, I'll get a cool little, something with a fireplace, if I was to go, which would be nice. As I shuffle. Show me. This is something, I don't like this. I don't like this energy. The moon, yeah. There's consequences to everything, right? Everything and whatever it is has good and bad. Just know it. There's good and there's bad. Consequences to everything. But when it's hidden and it's the moon, and it's like secrets and deception, and look at that little kitty is still smiling. Just, kind of sort of Cheshire cat. Yeah. And this is right under graduation. Somebody's leveling up with the manipulation. They don't want to change, right? I actually do feel some weird witchery out of this Page of Swords here. With this narcissistic energy, to be honest, it's coming through now. Hi, everybody. Hi. It's good to see you. But I feel like the consequences here are not so cool, right? It's games, mixed signals, it's wearing thin, the ripple watering effect, or the rippling water effect. Yeah. Somebody could be facing prison, some time. Maybe it's not a prison. Maybe it's actual, for some of you, it could be an institution for some of these people with this mental illness. Sorry to say. That's hard. All right, hold on. But there is some kind of deception here, however. Maybe you just want to, or fears with that moon card. Yeah. Ace of Swords down. Somebody's a big fat liar. This narcissist will always be, right? They don't want to see the truth. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. With this lovers, yeah. Not talking, you're asking for protection, cutting ties, yeah. Oh boy. I feel like this is a lot for some of you. 3 people could be involved here, or an odd number, maybe. 3 people, like some sort of dynamic, or I'm not sure yet. Hold on. It's taking their time. All right, I'm not taking that one. I'm taking the first one on the table. And we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, breaking ancestral curses. Breaking the burdens. They wanted you suppressed. Yeah, or somebody does. Shh, don't tell. Shh. It's all about that in the system anyway, all over the world. They want to control people. They want to dominate people. They want to suppress them and oppress them. It's just ridiculous. There's power and authority here. Actually, somebody's taking damn control of it. Somebody's in some sort of mental prison, unfortunately, this narcissist, but that they are in that energy. So honestly, that makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys out there or whatever yet, or maybe you're still learning about it as well. But somebody is graduating here. Somebody is leveling up. So it could be that knowledge, right? All right. Anywho, Nine of Swords down. So it is about, feeling better, getting out of the mental illness, right? Nine of Swords down could very well be the anxieties, the nightmare, the mental confusion and what, right? And getting out of that. It's funny that this comes out after I was just saying that, to be honest. Anywho, I'm going to get a little deeper and get some clarity here. I'm going to use another one of Rider-Waite's decks. Show me what I need to see. Yeah, I'm really sorry that, sometimes mental illness is an extremely hard thing to deal with, A, but B, it drains you and it drains the people around them. And I understand, I can, kind of sympathize with that. But on the other hand, I feel like somebody's cross-watching, and it's actually some of you that are, need to find some help. It's some therapy, something. Somebody's leveling up, so it's going to happen in some form, right? Yeah, Two of Swords down, getting out of the stuckness, the mixed signals, right? Drink me. Something makes you happy. You're not stuck anymore, or you don't want to be stuck. Mental illness is right over it. It's right over it. They're denying it, but you don't want to deal with it. Maybe you need to make them face the truth. I'm not sure where we're going. I need a bunch of cards here. Please, Spirit. I feel like this is a very serious situation for somebody. I don't like this narcissist card. He's kind of like dominating over here. I can just kind of in my peripheral, So I don't know what that means for some of you, but it has to be something about this control, power, micromanaging, maybe even for somebody. The Sun, good. Good. There is healing, thank God. After this, very, very, very deep, there's some exposure here or illumination. I'm really feeling the illumination of the mental illness. But there's healing in that card, see? That's growth. Nothing on this planet can survive without the sun, right? Sun and water. Kids could be involved, possibly. Family here, yeah. Now that duh. I mean, I should have seen that. But not only is the kid on the horse, but then I had this right over it. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know who this reading's for, but it's pretty deep. I feel for you, is for whoever is dealing with this. I need a bunch of information, please, Spirit. There's consequences to everything. But the rippling water effect as well is coming through. And with this denial of change card right dead center in the reading, I'm not liking it, Some people, I hate to tell people, but this is the fucking truth, okay? People need to fucking wake up. So here we go. Some people need to come to the fucking idolization, the idea, the realization that some people are on this planet to do wicked. Okay? Not everybody is human. There are actual NPCs out there. you know, deer in the headlights kind of look, you know, like nobody's home, you know. And that's a true entity that has been roaming this earth on it, you know, on and off or throughout time for ancient, before we existed, you know. So, and the closer we get to the terms of some of these people that we're next to in the grocery store or at the gas station, you know, you don't want their energy, right? Obviously. So the more we start waking up and coming to the truth and learn some knowledge, then that's like armor. We can protect ourselves. Thank you, Spirit. It's all coming together now. Took a while because I had those mixed signals all along. See, this devil didn't want me to get this message out. That's what it was. They didn't want me to get this message out. Too bad, so sad. The fucking sun is here. This devil can go hide in their darkness, under their rock, wherever, and be in denial. We can't change the world. We can only change ourselves. And amen to that flippin' cliche. Because it is so right on. Damn. Somebody could seriously be going to jail here, however, or prison. Not just, you know. All right, I need a bunch of cards, please. I'm feeling drained, just, you know, I'm not even like mid-reading yet, and I'm like, kind of like, I feel like, am I feeling like an energy vampire? Kind of narcissist or sociopath or even psychopath, who knows? There's a lot of people I could be reading for. I don't know. Thank you. Judgment, 10 of Pentacles, and the Lovers reversed. Lovers twice, by the way. Ding, 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 ding. Yep, Judgment's here. Yep. Page of Swords, somebody's graduating. Somebody's ascending. I don't know who that is here. But however, on the other hand, people are under judgment. You know, there's consequences to everything. People are starting to research, and I do believe there's a lot of chatter. A lot of chatter. I don't know if that's in the family, in friends, in work, or just on the streets, or all of it. I don't know how it is. But then we're talking about the home, the family, the dynamic, the DNA, right? Protection, the family's protected, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Cutting ties with the family. They don't want to talk anymore. They're asking for protection. Okay? Or this person is. They don't want to be in this family anymore. It's so toxic and so hurtful with this mental illness that I feel like it's kind of, you know, more than likely ruined things. Or somebody has done their research, knows exactly what I'm talking about, and is saying, you know what, you're damn fucking straight, and I don't want to, I just want to move on and be cool, right? You are. Just know it. Put that intent out there with your angels, your ancestors. Stay true to yourself, and you will always be protected. You stand in the light. You'll always be. Show me. Yeah. This is deep for somebody. Show me. I need a bunch. I cannot believe how long they're taking throughout, you know, shuffling, because usually they're right on it with me, you know? Somebody procrastinating, I hear crickets. Show me. Look. They don't want to talk. See? Oops. We're gonna. These cards are gonna. Anyway, judgment is here. I do feel like somebody is in good judgment, however. Yeah, this Lover's card over here being reversed with the Queen of Wands next to it, and prison. Somebody's taking charge. Maybe somebody's putting somebody in jail or is taking a stand and doing what was right. Are we talking about criminal activity here somehow, some way? I wonder for somebody. Yeah, somebody's done. This emperor, maybe this emperor is done in one way, and then in the other way I read that card like you're the one taking action and power and bossing up. So yeah, I got a couple few energies on the table here. It is mixed signals and games still. So I'm hoping that this is making sense with people, because I'm only reading what I see in front of me, Show me. Again, stagnation. Stagnant, yeah. Huh. Ten of Swords, yeah, ruin. Consequences, bad choices. This was in the past. Look at how many times that person was stabbed. You think it's enough? You think so? Some of you, it was fucking overkill. This devil energy is pretty damn strong in some of your lives. I didn't like that vibe I got. Changed the kind of everything. And I got Queen of Cups right next to it. The sweetheart. The nice guy. Being strong, having the courage to go ahead. Absolutely. I was just saying this, and who's reading? I forget. Anywho, very Elizabeth Taylor kind of saying, you get up, you put your lipstick on, and you pour yourself a drink. And I might have even said this in one of your readings in the past, actually. And you just do it. You get up every day, no matter what, And I'm feeling that strength come through, some of the willpower and determination. I like it. Standing in your light, in your truth, being in good judgment, it's good for you. But it's all about change. Look, this is dead center in the reading. And this is clarifying and validating metamorphosis down. This is deep for somebody. All right, so they're refusing change here, but on this hand, it's all about change, right? It's about the phoenix rising out of the action. Very Scorpio energy. These could be big changes. Like the whole family change kind of thing. Okay. Even though this one doesn't want to. There's still change afoot. Somebody's in good judgment, however. I like that. It could be a literal death for somebody. I hate to say it. I gotta put it out there. I don't like to read it that way, and it's very rare that I get that. But whoever this is, it's possible. Somebody. Yeah, there's a new drive, a new beginning. I like it. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework with this person. Some kind of something. Some kind of, after not communicating and not really maybe getting along, or, devil energy isn't easy to get along with, is it? Right? It's like their job is chaos and destruction and destroy and humiliate and, control. But whatever, but I feel like the protection of it, you have it. If you're wondering, you do. Just know it. That's a very protective fire sign kind of card for you, So know it. Strong. And it is right next to that Lover's card. So, there might be a new passionate beginning for some people. We do have the Ace of Cups over there. Some of you singles, maybe you are meeting somebody new out of this, on the other hand. Which is nice. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a partner in crime. Just remember the consequences of that Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing, right? You know, kind of balance out that. That's funny. Anywho, show me what I need to see. The Hierophant, or Hierophant, however you say. The Emperor and the Hierophant. And then I have prison right over it. Okay, so this absolutely can talk about prison or institutions. Absolutely. Somebody's frozen, they're stuck. I feel like somebody's going to jail. Maybe spiritual jail, you know? And then I have the Emperor, which this is like clarifying or validating or whatever. Yeah. Wow. And then I have the Lovers reversed over here. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Some of you are putting your own partner in crime in jail. Not all of you. That's for maybe just a few. But at that, wow. That's big. Somebody's leveling up here. It was painful. They've learned, or they're learning. They want to free themselves. Yeah, some of these people, what you sow is what you reap. What it is you got to make your own heaven in the now. Meaning that if, you know, your friends or your environment or even your work, whatever it is, however, whatever, you start weeding out the bad bugs and you start letting in the good bugs, or not at all. And that's how you start making your own heaven. And when you're in that happy heaven place and you have it going on, that's how you end up where you want to go, because it's law of attraction. See, it's all universal law. You have to be in that to receive it. So if their heart is not with good intent, then that's what they attract. That's what they want. Meaning some of these people are bound, right? Feel like that was deep for somebody. Show me what I need to see. We got some big majors out here. Show me what I need to see. I didn't realize this was going to be this long. Okay, well, it's not too bad. Show me. Oops. Okay. Oh, I got a bunch. Finally. King of Cups, right? Page of Cups, Two of Wands, the Tower, and Justice. Wow, with that Tower card right there. Everything I say in these cards I just put on the table, yeah. There is a lot of loss and disappointment. Look, there was a lot of blood spilled. But if he turns around and sees those two cups, there's still emotions and love and water in there. There's still, you know, all that yummy stuff, right? All right, so anywho, King of Cups, yeah, you're, you know, I feel like, yeah, you want to move ahead. You want to be happy. I get it. You want to be happy. But see, somebody was happy that they caused this pain. This narcissist wanted to cause it. I feel, on the other hand, you know, that's part of the mental disorder. You know, it's an actual disorder, and it's being highlighted all over this earth. You know, they do not want to reflect. In fact, the two people on the cards aren't even looking at each other. Won't take responsibility or accountability or boss up to the plate. They won't take, if you ask them or say, or catch them in something and say, you just said this, they'll immediately, I don't know what, you know, they'll turn it around. No, I didn't. Or they'll change subject, or, you know, bullshit. Get to the damn truth. Get to the point. Hello, here now, be grounded. I feel like some of these people are so out of balance and whack. It's crazy. somebody's making some plans for deception around you. I don't know if that's you or them, and I sure as shit hope it's not you. Not my higher vibrationals anyway. But they're doing it as we speak. Graduation right over it. Sorry, my lips are chapped. But yeah, somebody's graduating here. They're leveling up. They're changing, right? Things are over. Over. Making plans. But see, they're looking right at that Cheshire cat. Damn. Big fat liars have big wake-up call. Big wake-up call. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework protection right over this. Cutting ties. Somebody's putting somebody in jail. Flat out. And there's the justice system. What's fair is fair. The burdens are fucking over. Wow, I cannot believe how this reading came out in front of me. So for somebody out there, this was huge. Wow, the burden's over. All right, hidden realms. We're going to change it up a notch. Hi, everybody. Love and light. Yes, grand rising. Grand rising. To all my higher vibrationals. There's another wave of people waking up. Right? I think we had like 3 waves or 5 waves or 6 waves. I don't know how many waves, but there's another wave of people that still need to. So anywho, I got the Well Watcher number 7. It's about wisdom and the power of divine. Power of the divine. Yeah, nice card. I like the owl there. Hold on a minute. Let me open it up. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Okay. The Well Watcher signals the need to go within and contemplate the true source of the power in the world, which he reminds you that is that of the divine. This is the message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and the unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolutions to your life. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. You will know the way forward by the still, small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help guide you. So don't be surprised if a new someone comes in. I feel like it's some sort of maybe gift or something that may give you joy. And I think I said earlier that somebody might be meeting somebody new anyway, so it kind of does pertain to that maybe, or resonate with it or what. So I'm going to change it up a notch. You might want to carry this crystal on you through these times right now in the next couple weeks. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies. First one on the table. Oops, it was that one. Okay. So we have Zinsight. I think that's how you pronounce. It's number 44. So, 4 is foundations, 4 corners, the foundations of the home. Makes sense with the 10 of Pentacles. Anywho, hold on a sec. This could be the last card in this deck. It is. Huh. I wonder if I've ever seen this. It's about the physical body and your root chakra. That's cool. I like this crystal. I certainly don't have any, but I might look for some. All right, hold on. Zinsight has shown up for you today to send you a strong message about your physical body. Are you focusing on your physical appearance too much? Do you worry about too much weight? Or do you need to reconnect with your physical body and get healthier? Only you can decide what applies to you. You are already aware of what your physical body can and can't handle. You know what forms of exercise you're interested in and the ones that are not for you. Intuitively, you also know what foods and drinks are good for your body. Pay attention to that. That's the Temperance card. I don't know if it's out here. Did I pull it on you? I might not have, but yeah. Intuitively, you know what foods and drinks are good for your body. Pay attention to how you feel after you eat these particular foods or drinks. It is now time for you to get back in touch with your physical body and find a healthy balance for you in the way that you exercise, eat, drink, and socialize. Zinsite is a powerful crystal which can remove energy blocks. It can also help you to bring out your own personal power, creativity, and physical energy. It is associated with your root chakra. That's interesting. I've never seen this card in this deck, and I would love a piece of that. I like it. So yeah, I hope that helps somebody out there. All right, we're going to give you a few of these. Show me what I need to see for my Geminis, my twins. Yeah. Oh, look. In this case, the moon is a very good sign. It's a very good omen. After all the deception, deceit, or whatever was hidden, is now a good sign, right? Where's that Cheshire cat? Right? Now it's a good omen. I like it. Phew, thank God, right? And the sun twice. You got the sun twice. That's awesome. Know that. So yeah, it is illumination. It is a lot of that, but there's a lot of growth. There is a lot of good coming out of this very difficult situation. I love it a lot. Give me a couple more, please. It's a voyage, yeah, symbol of riches through this, through inheritance or trade. 9 of Hearts. So it has to do with inheritances or the DNA, the safety net, something about that. It does look like there's going to be successful ventures there. I like it. And then you have the 9 of Diamonds, which signifies great joy. Look at the heart down there. That heart's beating and pulsating. You know, it's going to be a lot of, something's going to make you happy after all. This justice, you know, what's fair is fair. Ha ha! Wow. Those are your messages. Gemini, be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. Damn, we went through all that. Well, congratulations anyway, I guess. I'll see you soon with your next messages. Ciao.